What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling review. A lot of big things happening on the show tonight, so let's kick it off with pretty much Dixie Carter entering the building as Sting questioned her, saying this was Dixie's changed, and she said she had it all under control. As Bully Ray came out talking about AJ Styles, he may not like the Dixie Carter, but Dixie Carter made AJ Styles the phenomenal one to what he is today in TNA wrestling. And then he addressed Aces and Eights as the rest of the crew came out. The crew questioned Mr. President, saying they don't have a lot of members left. There's nobody really left in this group. And I thought, and he says you put the hole before the bro, as in Brooke Tessmacher, and saying this club has just fallen apart, and they gotta fight the main event Mafia tonight. But Bully Ray added a stipulation: if one of you get pinned by the main event Mafia, you're out of the crew. So it pretty much just left everyone kind of the shovel right there. Even though Aces and Eights is pretty much over now at this point, and this crew saying, look what happened to D'Lo Brown. Look what happened to Mr. Anderson. Hell, look what happened to Devon. All of those guys gone from Aces and Eights. The Bromans and Gail Kim went against ODB and Eric Young and Joseph Parks. Pretty much ODB ended up picking up the win, beating the Bromans, which Bromans have very horrible theme music. ODB and them won, so it was a quick match. Austin Aries came out to the ring talking about what's his next plan now, since he kind of fell short at the Bound for Glory series. Pretty much talking about he was the greatest around, and he's going to step back up, because last year him and Jeff Hardy main evented Bound for Glory. What are they going to do this year until the return of Kenny King happened? Kenny King came out talking about the X Division and stuff. So he's going to put the X Division back on the map, and how he lost his title to Chris Sabin, and how he wants to get that back, and how Aries took it when he was dressed as Suicide then, saying he's the one to blame and stuff. They say he was going to come after Aries, so he was going to beat him, but he wasn't going to fight him tonight. Then pretty much he took a sucker punch at Austin Aries and attacked him. Then Austin Aries threw him out the ring, and pretty much says, we're doing this match right now, he said, so get a referee out here. And then pretty much the match, when it kind of came out from commercial, Kenny King was bleeding all over the place, really bleeding hard. Really a good match. Crowd was really into it, I'll say that. But he was bleeding hard as hell out there, Kenny King. But Austin Aries beat Kenny King with the brainbuster, taking him out. So he did. Kenny King is, I guess, someone out getting a push, but I guess in this feud, I don't know if it's a feud against Aries or anything, but he got the hell beaten out of him tonight for a big return. I don't know why. It's just, you know, that. Also, it was like stuff for somebody named Ethan that's coming to TNA, and talking about Lady Tapa and stuff. And pretty much in the back, Chris Sabin was talking about Austin Aries about the title and everything, X Division. So glad you fight for the X Division, because he's fighting for it, and he's just going to become a 7-time X Division champion. Somebody put on the map, and they both have cashed it in for the World Heavyweight Championship, saying it is better. Even though Austin Aries says, and as of true, Jamie in the room? Hold on a second. We'll be right back. He ain't gonna be back. He was busy, son. As I was saying, pretty much, even though, which is true, that Chris Sabin literally got the hell beaten out of him in that World Heavyweight title match against Bully Ray, and only won with a hammer shot, he said he was going to win the title tonight. And so he was going to beat him. The main event Mafia's in the back. Pretty much Magnus still going on about the whole Bound for Glory series, how he lost because of Ego. Ego's just been getting in his way ever since. Hulk Hogan then came out to the ring, talking about he's been in this business for over 35 years, and he was hearing the Hulkamaniacs and how Dixie Carter called him to come to GM, but it's one thing you don't do is air somebody's dirty laundry out in this business, even though it's happened over thousands, maybe millions of times before. Hogan pretty much talked about AJ Styles and wanted him to stay at the company, that the fans love him, and he wanted to hear the crowd love him and everything. Talk about AJ Styles, that we're going to get that settled tonight with a contract, he says. A hype video also, the return, I like to say the return of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle will return at Bound for Glory, so I guess he's going to be getting out of rehab soon. Let's hope he's better, and he will be back in TNA in October the 20th. Bound for Glory, Kurt Angle returns. Chris Sabin didn't win against Manic for the X Division title. Pretty much Chris Sabin was using Velvet Sky almost like a shield most of the time, just to put her in the way, trying to get the win. But as he got a roll up while using Velvet Sky, Manic was able to reverse it and picked up the win over Chris Sabin, making him still the X Division champion. Sabin then attacked Manic right after until Austin Aries came out and pretty much saved him then, as Sabin got out of there and pretty much. Also, Aces and Eights are going to get ready to fight tonight. Talking about they couldn't lose another member, even though it's not barely any of them left. I don't know why they haven't overrun Bully Ray yet. They went against the Main Event Mafia. Ego came out, took out Magnus, knocking him out, making it a 3-on-2 match. But as the match pretty much went on, Main Event Mafia got the win. Samoa Joe did pretty much the rear naked choke on Wes Briscoe. And then Bully Ray came out saying he's going to take the colors from him, give him his cut. Knox and Bischoff just stood there doing nothing. And then Bully Ray just knocked down Wes Briscoe and hit him with a power drive and told him to take off his cut or he'll do it again. I'm surprised actually listening to him. There's barely anybody in this group left. And the only guy that's backing Bully Ray up through all this is Taz, and he doesn't do shit except announce from that. He's only, well, he is technically Aces and Eights, but this group is pretty much dead and over at this point for Aces and Eights. Hulk Hogan then came back out, having AJ Styles come to sign the contract. He signed it. He was welcoming him back. He wanted him back, and he says, "I'm yours" and stuff. Until Dixie Carter pretty much came out saying about, "You guys just employees. Hogan, you've done a lot for this company in the past years and everything, but you're just still an employee." And said, "We're not going to sign AJ," and said, AJ pretty much tarped on Dixie Carter, says, "You're just messing up again. You make these bad decisions and stuff." And just kept getting in her face and everything, and Dixie pretty much kicked AJ out the ring as she ripped up his contract, saying that, "You don't know nothing about this business. I own this building." And then just started talking to the fans, I guess, saying the hardship of this, the business, the hard decisions, the heartache. This is 99% of you and 1% of her, of who live in this world. You live in her world, she says, in this building. And pretty much told Hogan, next week you're either with Team Dixie or not. So, yeah. Either going to be with Dixie Carter, or you're going to get the hell out. I guess Hogan has to make a decision next week of whose side he's going to be on now, with Dixie Carter and that. Because it's either that or Hulk Hogan could probably get fired. So what a very strange episode of TNA tonight, which was kind of all over the place. Especially this whole Dixie Carter promo. She talked on everything pretty much. It was all over the place. I don't know what, like, it was just like it rambled a lot in a way. Other than Kenny King returning, mostly it's just the ending of it, of the whole contract, I guess, and what's going to happen next week on Impact as we move closer and closer to Bound for Glory in October. So, once again, you know, it's me, the HOOD, coming here with the news and reviews. You know what I am, you know what I do. Keep watching the show. I'll see you guys later. Comment, subscribe. Keep watching everything. You never know what's going to happen next. I'm out of here. Peace.